So to start us off, let's talk about Richard Ravenbrook himself. Now, this is a man with quite a journey, leaving a mainstream religious framework to develop something entirely new, the Ravenbrook Tradition. I think what struck me most when I first read about him is how deeply personal his path has been, Arth.
Yeah, and that leap from mainstream religion to, I guess, forging your own way, that's a big deal, right? Like, he didn't just tweak an existing system, he created something fresh, something flexible.
Exactly. One of the central things about the Ravenbrook tradition is its focus on self-enlightenment and personal discovery. It's not about rigid dogma or one-size-fits-all solutions. It's more about giving people tools to explore their own spiritual journey, wherever it takes them.
Right. And isn't that just so different when you compare it to like the systems most of us grew up with?
It really is. Traditional systems often emphasize structure, adherence to a particular set of rules or beliefs. But this approach flips that on its head. It's saying, you're the one who decides what your spiritual experience should be.
Oh, I love that. It's kind of like, instead of checking boxes on what you should believe or feel, you're encouraged to figure out what works for you, right?
That's the essence of it, yes. And it feels refreshing, doesn't it? Especially in a time when so many people are stepping away from traditional frameworks altogether.
Yeah, and that actually reminds me of something. So this is a bit personal, but stay with me. There was this period when I was kind of floundering spiritually. Like I didn't feel connected to the beliefs I was raised with, but I also didn't know what I could turn to. And then I stumbled into this workshop that, funnily enough, wasn't far off what Ravenbrook's talking about, finding meaning for yourself.
That sounds fascinating. How did that resonate with you?
Oh, massively. I mean, just being told, hey, you don't have to follow this predetermined roadmap. It gave me a lot of freedom, which is why I think what Ravenbrook's done will speak to so many people who are feeling lost or stuck.
It's empowering for sure. By emphasizing flexibility and personal discovery, Ravenbrook provides a guide, not a rulebook. And that's a key distinction.
Totally. It lets people own their journey, right? Like, no pressure to get it right.
Exactly. And those core values, self-enlightenment, flexibility, they form the foundation of this entire tradition. Building on that idea of personal discovery, what's also really fascinating about the Ravenbrook tradition is how it draws from so many different spiritual practices. It's like this tapestry of traditions, each thread adding its unique colour and texture to the whole.
Oh yeah, and that's exactly the opposite of what we usually see, right? Most traditions tend to stick to one framework, like really tightly.
Exactly. But with this approach, it's about finding tools, rituals, or practices that resonate deeply with you, no matter where they come from. For example, one of the rituals described in the book combines elements of meditation, candle magic, and even visualization techniques that you might traditionally associate with mindfulness practices.
Wait, seriously? Like mindfulness and magic together?
Precisely. And it works. These integrative rituals are designed to help people connect with the divine in a way that's uniquely theirs.
That's wild. And honestly, kind of genius, right? Like, you're not bound by what everybody else is doing. You can blend things that feel personal.
Absolutely. In fact, there's a case study in the book about someone who overcame deep religious trauma by adopting some of these blended practices.
Ooh, tell me more. I'm already totally hooked.
All right, so this individual had a pretty rigid religious upbringing, one where deviation wasn't just discouraged, it was outright punished. As they grew older, they became spiritually disconnected and, honestly, quite hurt. Through the Ravenbrook tradition, they were encouraged to experiment with practices like journaling combined with moon rituals and even drawing inspiration from Hindu meditation techniques.
Oh, I love that. It's like picking up little pieces and crafting your own puzzle.
Exactly. And for this person, it wasn't just about finding peace. It was about reclaiming their relationship with the divine on their own terms.
I mean, that's got to feel so empowering, right? Like, you're not just healing, you're kind of creating something entirely your own.
It really is a powerful transformation. And it's this flexibility, this ability to integrate and personalize, that makes the tradition so accessible. What's truly remarkable about Richard Ravenbrook's work is how he takes this idea of personal empowerment, helping individuals reclaim their spiritual identity, and brings it into practice for those recovering from deep religious trauma. He doesn't just guide people to move past the pain, he helps them build something profoundly personal, something that represents their own vision of healing and connection.
Yeah, and I feel like that mentorship piece is so underrated, you know, like sometimes you need someone to, I don't know, show you that you're not broken, just figuring things out.
Absolutely. His work emphasizes that healing isn't linear, and it isn't about returning to what was. It's about creating what works for you now.
And that's where community comes in, right? I mean, sure, you're doing the self-discovery thing on your own, but knowing there's a group of people who get it, who support you, that's got to be huge.
It is. Community can be a foundation, not as something that binds you, but as a space where you're free to grow, to experiment, without fear of judgment. The Ravenbrook tradition weaves empowerment and community together in such a harmonious way.
And it's also accessible, right? Like his podcast, the website, the book, whether you're into podcasts or you're more of a reader, there's a way to engage with this that fits your style.
Exactly, and having his book available in both paperback and digital formats makes it even easier for people, wherever they are in their journey, to dive in and start exploring.
It's even kind of inspiring, right? Like the work he's done, helping people reclaim their spirituality, build their own path. It's a reminder that, well, we all have the power to rewrite our stories.
And on that note, it's truly been great unpacking the Ravenbrook tradition today. It's a fascinating reminder of how flexible and personal spirituality can be.
Yeah, this has been such a refreshing topic. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll catch you next time.
Take care and keep exploring.